Previously on Budget Bike Battle Benidorm, we finally arrived at Cartagena Circuit.
Can't believe it. I don't believe it. We've managed a lap.
But things don't go to plan for Team K6. Sponsored by Bimoto.
Well, I lasted pretty much a whole lap, and then Benidorm on the corner, went to grab the brake, went locked, thought, oh that's it, exactly the same thing happened again. So we've kept the caliper apart properly, and now James is going to have a proper look at it and understand what's going on, because well, yeah, it's not terminal. It's so annoying because like the whole of that bike now, the issues we've had with it, and yet it's something as stupid as that. So pissed off.
Meanwhile, Chris and the R1 were enjoying a less troublesome morning, and we could only watch on. The bastard.
Make sure these discs are alright, that's my biggest concern, is brakes. Well, that was actually pretty good. Can't see lug nuts anywhere, so maybe he's got a brake issue. Oh dear.
Not solid.
Fuck, it's still so long geared. Like first, I got to use so much. But she felt really good actually.
Thankfully, we had James in the camp, otherwise the job would be firmly in tatters. The Bristol Bazooka stripped the naughty caliper, probably the only part that we hadn't changed on the bike, and soon found out the cause. Broken dust seals kept forcing the pistons open under heavy braking, although his job was made a little trickier by the fact our tools consisted of a Halford socket set and some WD-40. We weren't celebrating just yet.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the garage, I was enjoying a trouble-free day, and all I had to worry about was navigating the track and avoiding some serious races on serious kit.
I think when the slicks go on this, we're going to be in business.
With the help of our German friends at Rem Race Days, James managed to split the caliper, remove the seals, and get the K6 track ready again, following a bleed session with a McDonald's straw.
It was time for business, so after a valiant effort by the Bridgestone S22s, it was time to switch to VO2 slicks.
You ready then, buddy? You ready? Yeah. I hope so. Let's hope so. Bye. 44, yeah. Okay, well, while Al deals with the logistics of getting out on circuit for the first time, I'll just try and scrub in these little slickies. So we're on the Bridgestone VO2s now, so hopefully that should help a little bit. Well, so far so good, and it already feels so much better. The rear of the profile, the rear tyre is so much taller, and the profile of the front is much more of a V, so it's giving me that front end feel which I was lacking a bit. The grip from these tyres is insane. Just going to do a little safety first. first aid last moment here with James and have a little check over. Does it look alright?
What's it feel like?
It feels alright, yeah.
It's going to be, the pad's fucking cooked to death, so it's never going to be brilliant.
No, I just wanted to have a little safety, a visual check, that's all.
That feels alright, yeah.
Yeah?
It's no problem, it's fun.
Right.
Ride it, enjoy it.
Where is he? Is he in there? Right. That's the banker done anyway. But they've got way too much lever travel. Come back to the bar. We'll have a little bleeding sesh.
Yeah, but you want to put it in the
Oh yeah.
show now.
Yeah.
Now the pistons are working.
Is it worth bleeding it again?
Yeah, I will give it
Yeah?
a bleed. Yeah.
Holy mother of balls. This bike, I tell you, it is lovely. Lovely. It's quite soft on the front, but I don't want to sacrifice any grip at the moment. I'm pretty comfortable. Slipper clutch would have been nice. Apparently there is one in this, but it's not very good, as you can probably hear. Let's see, hopefully his brakes have lasted. How was it?
Did 2 laps and it's come back to the bar, so we're just bleeding it again. Putting it back to 19.
That is fucking awesome. Mate, the slicks have made, it's just fucking brilliant.
Well, that was a bit of an eventful morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm loving it. I'm having a really good day.
To be fair, that last session there was the first time I went out, and first lap I was like, oh god, please don't do it, please don't do it. I was relatively gentle, but not at the same time not pussyfooting. And that's the first time I've actually felt really comfortable on the brakes on this bike. So, and they didn't do it, although it only lasted two actual race laps because the lever come back to the bar. So James has bled it again. We put it back to the 19 ratio on the master cylinder, and hopefully that'll give it a few more laps. But yeah, to be fair, it feels brilliant except the brakes. So. You having fun? Looks like you are.
I am having amazing fun,
Yeah.
actually, and I'm glad I've just gone on to the VO2 slicks because the S22s were amazing tyre, but it was feeling like it was getting to the point where this is actually sliding every lap. So
Considering considering we rode down here on S22s, and then with in a field of all these races. I mean, there's not one road bike here. Most of them are races, albeit yes, some are kids on R3s, but most of them are races. A lot R1s, Panigale Rs, and all sorts. And then you qualified in the top half.
Yeah.
On a completely
on a 16-year-old bike with 15-year-old bike with
road tyres.
Road tyres, number plate wobbling around the
Yeah.
indicators. So, but the slicks have done exactly what I wanted, which is just pitched it up, as you said. The rear profile is a bit taller, and the front's got more of a V on it.
Yeah.
So it's now turning beautifully into corners. I think the only thing I'm annoyed, well not annoyed, that I've got to manage is the slipper clutch is atrociously bad.
You've never had to get used to. You've never not had to ride about
No,
have you? So.
no. So I mean, it's all over the place. When you follow me, you'll see it. It's all over the place. But yeah, brakes are all right. Hopefully, I'm going to get some new pads because they're almost out now. So there'll be some.
Yeah, I
fresh
need to get
use.
some new pads as well.
And then hopefully we'll be ready for the endurance race, buddy. Because
One more session.
This can't be your 5th endurance race fail.
No, it's
We've
not
got
gonna
to
be.
make it to the end. I don't care if we walk round. We're doing it.
Well, one more session and then it's race time.
Right, third time lucky. Look, first time we're going to make it out as a pair. Yeah. Oh, he's on it. No, he's not. Fucking hell. Fucking what a fucking hell. Brake's gone again. Is this turn?
Set of pads, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, we need some new pads. His brakes work.
The slicks had made everything much sexier, and even with my brake issues, our 15-year-old bargain munters were holding their own against brand new weaponry. We desperately needed some new pads for the K6, but that wasn't an option right now, so it was a case of biting the screen for the rest of the day.
But now, it was the endurance race, the main event and the reason we came to Cartagena. We had put our rivalry aside, and it was time to do it for Team 44, as the R1 and K6 were now sexy teammates. 2 warm-up laps followed by a rolling start en masse and 2 hours of brutal competition. Our crew chief brimmed the tanks, checked the bikes over, and our numbers were fitted. It was showtime.
Showtime!
Showtime at the Apollo. So, endurance race about to start in about 5 minutes. Al is going to go first this time, and hopefully it breaks the curse of your endurance race misery.
5th time lucky.
Yeah. But it's also just worth saying, I think. I just went and had a look at the times. We are 25 and 28 out of the entire group, the entire track day.
Really?
Including racers, everyone. So, whatever happens in this race, these bikes...
It's a moral victory.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. So, yeah. Good luck, buddy.
Right, let's do it.
In 2 hours. Number 9.
9. P9. Bloody hell. No pressure then. Look at this lot, look. Wings. 2020 bikes. And a 2006 K6. I was about to say that it cost £2,000, but it's a little bit more than that. Come on, baby, come on. Come on, mate, hurry up, we're losing the pack here. I can't believe this guy. He fucked it. We're half a lap behind, we haven't even started yet. Oh shit. Oh, I've got no brakes, come on. are, you fucker? I think I've had to nurse it. So annoying. This bike is so fucking good.
With a few places gained, we're up to 7th and things are looking good. Even if I was feeling the pressure slightly.
Oh shit. Shit. One place up. I'll hand over the crest, I think. This is getting a little bit hairy. Mary's hairy. Oh, that's it. Over to you, Chrissy boy. Do Team 44 proud. Give the brakes, my brakes, a little bit of time to cool down.
I don't know what position we're in. Gonna have a look at the screen in a minute. After Al's trip to the sandpit, we dropped down the order to a sorry 16th. It was carnage. Bikes everywhere, in the gravel, refueling. It was impossible to track our position. The R1 was absolutely dialed. Apart from incorrect gearing, the lack of a slipper clutch and poor ground clearance, but apart from that, it was feeling so predictable and stable. You could just pile into the corners and the front end would take it. Mid-corner it was a delight, and the smooth throttle application meant I could give it the berries and eject my silky spaffage out of the corner, even in first gear. Now the chase was on, up to 10th after that stint.
Alright. Come on, Tubbs. Stop! Oh.
The old Suzuki was feeling absolutely beautiful. Brakes aside, it was just a case of nursing the K6, settling into a rhythm and not getting too giddy on the brakes. All I could think about was some new pads, but we were now well inside the top 10.
Not even the lever travel anymore. It's the actual stopping power. Oh, just being sick of my mouth. Fucking hell. Oh shit. Oh dear. That's running on 3. Yeah, listen to it.
Can it possibly be true? The R1 was intermittently running on 3. The BBB curse had happened again. What was once a predictable and stable machine now has turned into a very scary, high-side happy bucking bastard.
Come on, baby. Come on. No! Stay with me, girl. Come on, stay with me. Do you want to ride this?
The average lap times were dropping too fast, and we were back down to 12th. There was only one solution.
Just be really careful, mate. The brakes, you'll feel it. There's plenty of bite, and then when you want more, it goes dead. There's no back to the lever.
Until you're better.
Okay. Race shift.
So, after all the waiting, holding up at petrol stations, lights falling off, breakdowns, etc., etc., the old faithful GSXR pulled a blinder and finally stepped up.
What are the brakes like? Hey?
After all the troubles we had, after all the hassle the K6 brought to the party, it was a beautiful sight to see the Suzuki saving our bacon, and even more beautiful to see Sue Perkins shredding on the old girl.
I think it's sort of plugged on now, but we've got to get to them first. If the radiator's got to be moved, it's just too hot to touch.
James had rushed the R1 into ICU, but it was looking like there was nothing we could do, apart from soldier on the reliable K6.
Right, give it to Eads to hand over the K6 over the irony. The light's not on yet, but yeah.
After another short stint in the Suzuki saddle for Lord Grumblethuttock, and myself and James nervously looking on from pit wall, the checkered flag finally made an appearance. We'd bloody done it. Well, the K6 had done it, and between us, we'd managed to claim 7th position in a class field full of superbike exotica. A 2,000 pound eBay shitter, albeit with some slight modification, had been ridden down from England and out-cornered, out-bossed and undone 2020 superbikes.
Oh man. Yeah. But I'm just saying we've got a bit of water ingress there. That might have started a process.
Do you know what? So you don't know what bank it is, you don't know what, without a heat gun or anything, you don't know what.
No, I mean, I ain't got hands made of asbestos.
Things weren't looking good. Might be the plugs, might be the coils, but we didn't know despite James dismantling the R1 to its bare bones.
Champion.
We hit the Google machine to look for some plugs. In Spain, on a Saturday night.
A beer? Yeah, beer.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh, you've been necking yours, haven't you?
Cheers.
Thirsty, mate. It's thirsty work this.
Big lad.
I'm enjoying mine.
Yeah. You got blood in your hands.
Well, I've been working.
What's he done?
What have you done all day?
I've been working.
Sitting around on your arse?
Yeah, doing nothing. Lazy bugger.
Well,
It's been a pretty roller coaster day, really, hasn't it? But overall,
I thought it was going to be a lot worse, so I'm taking a positive from it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, seriously, I thought if it's going to be a lot worse than it is.
Because let's not underestimate how much of a hammering bikes get on 3 days of track. Like an absolute hammering. If it's going to break anywhere, it's going to break here.
Yeah. And we're talking 2-hour endurance race.
Yes.
I mean, thankfully this man is here, because if James wasn't here,
We'd be 500 quid shy of a new set of calipers.
well, no, I don't think we could get a calipers. I'll be sat in there drinking this all day, watching you go round and round. But yeah, and also a massive shout to Rem, because these guys pretty much bent over backwards to help us, didn't they? You know, give us what they want. They had a Vice, they had air compressors, they had beer.
At the end of the day, you get free beer.
You don't get this with a sort of any other.
MSV.
We can't name names.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
No, so anyway, and then obviously that we fixed it, but the pads got so hot they literally melted to the disc, and the pads are buggered.
But that was the one item we hadn't changed, was that left-hand
I know.
caliper.
It's always the way, isn't
Trigger's
it?
broom. That was the one.
Yeah.
The actual sills were coming out and gathering themselves up, so the brake was sticking off. So we took it apart and did it.
For the first couple of laps, and even that last session before the race, I still felt like I didn't want to. Obviously, of course, I wanted to ride it, but I was still like a little bit like tentative. And that in the endurance race, it was just like bounce it off the limiter.
Let's just get it.
Just get it.
Yeah.
And it performed well. Let's be honest with you, it performed admirably, because obviously, you know, you had no issues.
Finally stepped up. Actually did something, your bike. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I could have ridden, but I could still ride my bike, but I was 3 seconds a lap slower. So
Probably more than that.
Well, I checked on
Really?
the times. Yeah, it's not that much difference. Yeah, 3 or 4.
Three
yeah.
cylinders gives you 3 seconds a lap slower.
So, but for the sake of us pipping 7th, which is what we did. It was like, well, we're not doing this. We're not getting anywhere here. So came in and changed it. And then I had to ride it, and actually had a crash with someone else on circuit, which was good. But no, it's.
So what did you think of it?
The engine, like, there's no doubt the engine has got way more grunt. Like, there's no doubt. It's just there. It's more choppy though. It's definitely like you're trying to get mid corner.
The fueling isn't.
It's got a real kick to it. The seating position and the pegs are just unbearable.
But you know, you said the engine's better. I mean, let's get to the nitty gritty. I mean, that
torque.
No, that front end. Do you not think that chassis is better? Even with that suspension.
It's interesting because now the slicks are on that bike. Well, you ride it when we fix it.
Yeah.
It's a much smoother, more composed. Yours is like quite twitchy and quite hardcore.
Yeah.
And it pops and there's lack of steering damper. I don't know what's going on with that. Is there one on there?
There's one on there, but it's not brilliant. It was a 30 quid eBay special.
Yeah. But it's just more snappy and lively.
Yeah.
Whereas the R1 is like a corner speed sort of Yamaha, basically.
Yeah.
You know. But no, she did well. Brutally uncomfortable, and also because of the brakes, you push a bit harder, and then you feel them coming back a bit. So then you have to slow down a bit and constantly moderate.
Find a rhythm.
Yeah. Constantly find where you can let off.
Adjusting your balance.
Yeah. But
you know, we came 7th.
which is amazing.
Which is amazing. And there were some proper bikes out. I was again, like you were on the 916 and that endurance race at Aragon. I was lining up down there. I was going, Panigale V4R, 2020 BMW S1000R, R1, GXR, all brand new bikes with everything on it, all race bikes. And there's me wobbling down the road on a 15-year-old bloody...
With our number plates on. Indicators.
I haven't got any indicators.
You didn't use the horn though today.
I didn't.
No,
I didn't.
Well, because you haven't got one.
Well, no. I'm horny, but I haven't got a horn. Let's get back, boys.
Let's get what?
Let's get back, boys.
Back, boys. What's that?
Let's get back, boys. Let's get back.
Okay, not a group of boys called like
no,
get them on their
Backstreet
backs.
Boys, no.
Anyway, cheers. Well done.
Cheers.
Well done.
Cheers.
Team
Cheers.
BBB.
Team BBB.
Just worth mentioning, the R1 did perform the fastest lap today. Just like that.
It did, but you got some brakes. So.
You've got 4 cylinders.
Sponsored by Bimoto.
Bye.
Bye. Mañana.
Don't forget, you can win these fantabulous bikes. All you've got to do is head on over to Bimoto and get a quote. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's completely free. Link in description. Head on over. Get some stuff. Win these. I'm just waffling now until we end the film.